Hi, I'm Bob, and welcome to Between the Sheets, where we look at Microsoft Excel and related technologies. When a formula in Excel or Google Sheets produces a zero value, what do you want it to display? By default, Excel is inconsistent, and Google Sheets by default shows zeros. But you can have them display whatever you want, like a blank cell or a dash. The two applications are similar with the way they control it. So let's take a look and see how it works. I'm going to start with Excel. If you want to go straight to Google Sheets, you could advance to the next section of this video. Now, there are three ways we can add these columns. We'll do all three. First, I'll do what most users will probably do. I'll go to the end of column B, and I'm on the Home tab of the ribbon bar. I click the Auto Sum tool. There I get the sum of vanilla, and I'm just going to enter that or Control Enter it to stay in the same cell. And I'm going to autofill to the end. So we've got in these columns that have no values, Excel shows as dashes. Okay, I'm just going to undo, Control Z a couple of times, and I'll use the cherry pick method. Just, equals that plus that. There we go, each individual one. Again, I'm going to Control Enter and autofill. That also gives us dashes, so I'm going to undo again. And now I will use the third technique, which I think of as the shortcut method. Most people don't even know this, but I'm going to select all of the cells of data and then down, continue selecting into the total row, and now I can click the Auto Sum tool. And look at that. Now you notice that those zero cells are blank. So that's kind of weird, huh? Who are you going to call? Let's look at Excel's preferences. So I'll go up to the File tab. Going to go down to Options. Then on the category on the left, I'm going to go to Advanced. And then I'm going to scroll this about a little bit more than halfway. And you see we have the section Display Options for this worksheet, and it mentions this particular specific worksheet tab. And you see we have this option, Show Zero in cells that have zero value. Well, that's the one thing it didn't do, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect it now, and I'm going to click OK. And now let's use those three techniques that we already saw. And I'm just going to pretend this isn't here because let's go and actually do it rather than using results that are already there. So the sum function, same result, cherry pick method. There we go. Let me undo that twice. And finally, the shortcut method. So that option in Excel's preferences is literally worth zero. It does not do anything. So I will show you how to get the results you want, and that means understanding a little formatting syntax. Number formatting has four parts separated by semicolons. The first section is how does a positive number look? The second section is how does a negative number look? Third section is how does zero look? And the fourth section is how does text look? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of those cells there, all of those total cells, and I'm going to go to the Format Number dialog box. Now, I'm on the Home tab of the ribbon bar, so I'm going to click that down arrow, or the shortcut in Windows is just Control-1. And I won't go into the weeds with all the formatting codes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to Custom and scroll down here a little bit. And these are all integers, right? There's no decimals. So I'm going to choose this one here. So let me just briefly tell you what this all means. These pound signs will display digits. The zero will allow leading zeros if they're present. The underscore and right parenthesis, that means that'll indent a little bit from the right edge of the cell so they're not squished. And there's no decimals. We don't want decimals here. So you notice there's none in the little formatting. Now you see in brackets it says red. That literally means that a negative number will be red and will also have the number in parenthesis. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click in here to edit. I'm going to put in a semicolon, and I want a blank cell. I don't want dashes or zeros or anything. So I'm just going to leave that where it is. I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm going to put in another semicolon immediately after. And then for text, I'm going to put an @ sign. And in Excel, an @ sign symbolizes text. So let's OK that. And we can see nothing's changed. But again, let's delete. And let's put in our sums and select. And now you notice that whereas before we had dashes, now we have nothing. Those are the blank cells that I just formatted. We're going to see these formatting codes again in a moment. Now I'll show you Google Sheets. It doesn't have that option in preferences like Excel has. The Sheets method uses formatting codes like Excel, but we insert them from a menu item. So let me go and create totals here in Google Sheets. I'm in the first one, so I'm going to go and run the sum function. So we got that. Fill across. We have zeros. Okay, let me undo a couple of times. Now let's do the cherry pick method. Enter, and let's autofill. And again, we have zeros. Google Sheets does not do that shortcut method that Excel does. So we only have two techniques to do here. So if I want to modify what 0 looks like in Google Sheets, what I do is I apply a custom format in the Format menu. So let's select that, and I'm going to go up to the Format menu, go over to Number, and we get this flyout. And you see we have some of these here already, and I'm going to go down to the bottom to Custom Number Format. The formatting codes in Google Sheets are the same as in Excel, and the one I want is already here. So I can choose that. If I want to change it, I can change it. One nice thing that Google Sheets does that Excel doesn't is this is very explicit. This tells us what's positive, negative, zero in text. So you don't have to go and read that all that closely. It tells you what's going on. So I can see that because I've got an empty semicolon there, that 0 values will be blank. And also here it says 0 values will be blank. So I'm going to click Apply. And now you see those zeros go away, and they're just blank cells. Now, let's say I want dashes. I'll leave that selected, go back to Format, back to Number, down on bottom, Custom Number Format. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click before that semicolon to put in a dash. I can't just put in a dash. It may or may not work. I'm going to put the dash inside quotation marks and apply. And there we go. If I decide that I want those dashes to be centered, well, that's just formatting. I can select them, and on the ribbon bar here on the toolbar, I could just choose centering. So if you know how to do this in Excel, you've got 95% of what you need to also do it in Google Sheets. William Shakespeare might have said this is much ado about nothing, but I hope you found this helpful. So until next time, my name is Bob, and this has been Between the Sheets. But wait, be sure to check out my course, Excel 365 for Busy People.